Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Tales of Phantasia. Last time, we went through the sewers, made our way out fighting a whole mess of enemies, and at the very end, Kless got poisoned. But thankfully, Mint managed to get us to safety and we were saved by this strange man Morrison. And we also got a recipe and a monster encyclopedia. Before anything else, I want to take a moment to talk about the Monster Encyclopedia. This is something that is kind of a staple of the Tales series. You have a bestiary of the enemies that you encounter, and when you go through to get completion on your monster sketchbook or encyclopedia, you have to fight enemies. You have to use a spectacles on them, which is what fills in their stats and their elemental defense and attack, and you have to fight them enough that they drop all of their dropped items. For example, the owl drops both chicken and egg, the anaconda drops something and spectacles. For it to actually count as complete, you do need to have them drop every item. I'm not going to be grinding to get everything complete because technically it takes 2 playthroughs to get the reward for it, but I'm still going to make sure we show off every enemy and scan every enemy. And as you can see, since I reloaded my save, I went back and scanned the clay demon in that fight. I didn't really need to, spoiler alert, he becomes kind of a regular enemy in time, but it's just something I felt like doing. So, that is the Monster Encyclopedia, and we'll make sure to show as much of every monster as we can as we go through. Anyway, what do you guys say now? You go on ahead. Get some fresh air. I'm sure you'll feel much better. Kless, are you feeling better now? Yeah. Sorry for worrying you. I'm fine now. Thank goodness. So, we have free reign to wander around the house and maybe go see what's going on. Let's start poking our way around the house and see what's, in the different rooms. Oh, a little bit of slowdown there. I kind of like this house. It's kind of just simple but cool looking. A nice fire going. And he's got a maid here. Good afternoon. A friend of mine recommended me for this job. Isn't Master Morrison just wonderful? Oh, I can't believe I said it, heart. And Kless is just like, really? But apparently she's got a crush on Morrison. So this loops us around here. Let's go ahead and head out. And I love this like water pool here right outside his house. It's just so pretty. But enough staring at the water. Let's head this way and oh! Somebody shot an arrow at us. Aren't you awake yet, Kless? It's Chester! I told you I heard your name from your friend, didn't I? I suppose you didn't realize what I meant. Morrison arrived at the village not long after you left, Kless. Thanks to him, all the villagers were given proper burials much faster than I could have managed alone. So that's what happened. But, Morrison, what were you doing there? I was pursuing the man in the black armor. If only the information had come to me a little sooner, I might have been able to protect the village. However, I didn't think that Miguel would be caught up in all this. And to lose Maria as well. It's truly unfortunate. You knew my mom and dad? Yes, the two of them and I are old friends. Also, the young lady's mother, Meryl. I knew all 3 of them very well. I love that we have Miguel, Maria, Morrison, and Meryl. Yeah, they all start with M's. That's kind of funny. Most likely. Better even than you did. Oh, poor Mint. Mother. By the way, Miguel should have been guarding a very precious jewel. Kless, do you know anything about it? If you mean the jewel attached to that pendant, he gave it to me as a birthday present. Then you have it with you now? Actually, it was stolen. Stolen? When I was captured, the man in the black armor took it from me. Just what makes the jewel in that pendant so important? I didn't expect this. I've been caught hopelessly off guard. This is very bad. You'll have to excuse me. I must hurry to the underground crypt. All of you should remain here. The man in the armor is going to that underground crypt, right? We're going with you. That man is our enemy too. Absolutely not. What? Please. As you are now, you'll all just be in my way. Don't write us off so fast. At least give us a chance. Then tell me, were you ever able to hold your own against Miguel in battle? That's... I'm sorry. As the children of my dear departed friends, I can't possibly allow you to walk into such a dangerous situation. If I did, I could never face them in the afterlife. Please try to understand. What do you think we should do now? Well, Morrison said we should wait for him here, but I can't stand to leave things like this. Kless, what do you think? Do you plan to just sit here and wait? Wait while the bastard that destroyed the village just... This isn't a question! Back then, didn't we make a promise? We swore that no matter what, we would settle the score with whoever was behind this, didn't we? Maybe Morrison was exactly right. In the end, we really may be helpless in battle. But even so, this is a battle that we have to face. Say something! Please, don't fight! Please! My, it's awfully noisy here today. And look who it is! I told you we'd be seeing more of him. Hey, Morrison! Well, no. This is unexpected. Master Tristan? What are you doing here? Oh, well, if it isn't Kless. I often come here to have tea. Speaking of which, what brings you all here? Well, what happened is... And that's how we ended up here. So, that's what happened. Miguel could not act because Maria had been taken hostage. Most likely the ones who called you away from the village back then were that man's subordinates. At that time, even if we assume I had remained in the village, they could have taken a senile old man like me without difficulty. In any case, when I arrived, you were saying that Morrison told you that you would be in his way? Yes. Just because he knows a few Methodist tricks, he goes and says something like that. Is Morrison also a Methodist? Also? Oh, I see! You're Meryl's daughter. You're the spitting image of your mother. No doubt you'll grow to be a real beauty. I love the blushing. But why? Why does everyone know Mint and I? More importantly, why do you all know our parents? You really want to know? Yes, please, tell us. After all, we need to know everything before we face our enemies. Kless! Perhaps what Morrison said was true. But even so, I won't hesitate any longer. Master, please! Very well. However, you can't go there with such tattered equipment. Earlier, a peddler stopped by the house. You can make your preparations before you leave. Once you're ready, travel southeast and keep an eye out for a cave. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. I love this epic music. It shows they've had the, he has the resolve to fight now. Huh? Kless, what's wrong? That earring. The earring I got in the dungeon is gone. Did I drop it somewhere? Where could I have lost it? Kless, is everything alright? Yeah. It's nothing. Let's go. And we officially have Mint and Chester in the party. Whoa, we got a whole team going on here. And let's see, Mint did learn Toy Hammer at the end there of last episode. We'll make sure to show that off. Let's go ahead and head out and talk to this peddler. I think it's time to get some more equipment. Oh, hello, doggy. Where's the peddler? I actually forget where he is. Oh, right, he's inside the house. For some reason I thought he was outside. I always forget that. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a Mr. Morrison here? I had been calling out for some time, but no one answered, so... Anyway, are you interested in buying anything? Yeah, nobody answered, so I just walked into the house. So, we've got some gear. Actually, you know what? I need to equip Kless. I would much rather have that Night Saber. And, let's see, wood shield. I think I don't have any equipment. Yeah, I don't have anything for them to equip. I've got a channeling for each of them. Not that that's going to matter. Alright. I'm a traveling merchant. Yes, you are. See, we don't need to worry about buying either of these weapons. Let's get a bow for Chester. I'm going to buy just one piece of chainmail. I'm not going to bother with the ring mail. I feel it's more expensive and not really worth it. She's got a cloak already. Let's get a helm, and I'm out of money. Let's actually just get some gloves instead. And actually, I'm going to get just one pair of gloves and then buy a bunch of spectacles because I want to stock up on those. I want to make sure I always have 10 going forward anywhere. I think that's good. Now let's outfit ourselves. Nice thing is you can actually do optimize to automatically equip the best gear, and for Kless you can optimize overall attack, slash, or thrust. So we're going to stick with overall attack pretty much whenever we optimize. Mint and Chester. So we didn't get a whole lot of stuff, but that'll make Mint a little more survivable and Chester more powerful. So let's go ahead and head on out. And we're heading to the underground crypt. Doggy, you'll come with us. Come on. Come here, puppy. Okay, fine. You can stay here and where it's safe. But we're out on the world map. Let's see what everyone has to say. We can't just leave everything to Morrison. It's our responsibility to take revenge for Ami and the villagers. I'll help you. Let's catch up to Morrison. So, not really much to say there. Let's go southeast. And there is one new enemy out on the field here we might encounter. Is this it? It is not. Oh well, we'll find them eventually. Let's go ahead and head in here. Hey guys, I am inserting this from the future because I totally forgot that the new enemy outside the cave here is the dingo, and you can only encounter them here. this is the only place you can fight them. And if you don't, you never will. So, they're weak, just take them out real quick. Short little battle, but wanted to make sure I showed that off so that, you know, we definitely have them for the Monster Encyclopedia. Now, back to the regularly scheduled episode. We've reached the underground crypt. Hey, got a chest. I'll take that apple gummy. And the chest just dissolved into nothingness. And there is a monster there. Ignore him for now. You don't want to mess with him yet. Just some little slimes. But hey, look, we found Tristan. So you finally made it. There's no doubt that Morrison went to the innermost part of the crypt. You'll have to make your way there. Yes. Very well. Allow your master to give you a parting gift. I will teach you an ogi, one of the advanced techniques of the Alvain school. An ogi? That's right. I assume you finished your training up through the 3rd level? Yes, at this point I've completed my training up through the 4th level. Oh, in that case you should have no problem picking this up. Listen closely. From a technical standpoint, an ogi is simply a combination of 2 standard abilities. You must be vigilant and train yourself in both mind and body. Once you've completed understanding of those skills, you'll be able to draw out their true power. I understand the principle behind it, but for the time being, just remember that. This ogi is composed of the abilities Demonic Blade and Swallow Kick. It is known as Demonic Kick. Are you sure it isn't too early for me to learn this ogi thing? What are you saying? Miguel had already mastered this skill by the time he was 14. Believe in your bloodline. Of course, there's an adage that says, great talent matures late. I understand. Do your best. And we learned Demonic Kick. Now, we can't use it yet, but... Oh, and Kless also got a title, Swordsman. Let's equip his title. He's no longer apprentice, he is an actual swordsman. Title given to an Alvain swordsman who has learned Ogi Demonic Kick. Now if we look at his abilities, you'll see Demonic Kick is there, but it's green, and Mastery says 3% of 10%, or... Oh, 3% and 10%. Yeah, because what you have to do is combine Demonic Blade and Swallow Kick. And every time you use one of these abilities, Mastery goes up by 1. So you have to use them 100 times each. And once they've both been used 100 times, you have access to Demonic Kick. I still haven't decided how I'm going to do these. I'm probably not going to grind them that much, but I will try to unlock as many as I can so we can show them off as we go through. Because they are some pretty good abilities. And, of course, you can't use it. You can assign it, but it won't do anything if you put it there before you've actually unlocked it. Let's talk to him one more time. By the way, Kless, would you like to learn how to command your allies to use specific abilities during battle? This is useful. As you see the battle developing before you, you might recognize the need to use a specific ability. If you find that you often want to use the same ability with a particular party member, you should make use of the shortcut buttons. When in battle, open the ability menu, select the desired ability, and then press the shortcut button, L2 or R2, to set it. After that, whatever you target... After that, whatever target you select will be set as the default target. After that, whenever you press that shortcut button in battle, the ability you set to that button will be used as soon as possible. No matter how strong a swordsman becomes, he can only do so much if he fights alone. However, by fighting alongside his companions, their true strength can be realized. So, we can take Mint's first aid or toy hammer and have them, use it on command in battle, or Crimson Lotus. So we'll use that probably in the next battle, actually. You know what? Let's go ahead and put it to use here. This is my treasure. I don't think so, buddy. I'm taking it. We've got skeletons. Okay. Going to abilities, we want Mint to be using Toy Hammer on the left one. And Chester also to use Crimson Lotus on the left one. So, and just hold down L2 and R2. And they will use, well, the abilities. And by basically spamming these moves, the enemies will never get a chance to attack. And there we go. Haha! Boom! Took out the skeletons, and I forgot to scan them with spectacles. I'm gonna have to remember that. No worries, we'll find skeletons as we go through the crypt. And we got a mixed gummy. So, what does this sign say? Entry is forbidden. Well, I guess that's all we're doing here. Now, we're going to continue, but that's coming next time. This time, I figure we've done enough. We've entered the underground crypt. We've got a party member of 3 now, finally, and who knows what we're going to find as we go deeper. But you'll have to wait till next time to find out. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button and hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.